Recession, it's all we're hearing these days, early 2023. And whether you're here during this time, or maybe you'll come back, who knows, years later and catch this video, I'm here to help you deal with this recession. That's what this video is all about, or any recession, because there's a lot of fear mongering. It's a scary thing, right? Recessions and or even talk of a major depression is what we're hearing on the news. We've heard about it for months, and some say it's still coming. Some say we're in it. Doesn't matter. It is coming. Economic forecasts show that. So the intention of today's video is to help you not only survive through it and make it through as strong as possible, but possibly, crazy idea, even thrive through this recession. And welcome back to my channel. My name is David. I've been coaching for over a decade full-time, helping high-achieving people, entrepreneurs, career professionals, really break through their barriers, their limits. Might be procrastinating or self-sabotage and imposter syndrome, any kind of negativity limits, so they can really bust through to that next level or two and do it faster in their business or professional life or their personal life as well. So back in 2008, I was working in the IT profession, and this is when the last major recession happened, right? The housing crash. And I remember us all being fairly scared at the time, and watched a couple people in my department get laid off, and other departments, people were getting laid off as well. Fortunately, I made it through it. I sort of had this sense that I would, and I'm going to get into that later in this video as to why I think that is and ways to hopefully help you do it. But it's just not fun stuff, right? To think about and deal with this recession talk, and with it always coming at you, whether it's mainstream news media, you're getting stuff thrown up in your feeds, Insta feeds, YouTube, whatever, right? It can be overwhelming. And if you're clicking on it, the algo is going to feed you more. So you have to be really mindfully aware of what you're doing it. But even more so, we've got to be mindfully aware of our own mindset. And that leads me to the first point here. Because what you've got to understand is that the more you're in control of your mentality, your emotional state, your behavior, the more power you'll have to deal with a recession, to really deal with anything in life, but in particular a recession, because a lot of people are going to retract in fear. And if you act differently than them, operate differently, believe differently, have a different vibe, different behaviors, there's a lot of opportunity that you can find, or might even seek you out, if you don't do the normal type of behavior that a lot of people do. So the first thing I want to talk about is tuning out as much as possible the news, the fear mongering that goes on. I'm not saying don't check in once in a while, but I know for me that if I start checking, are we in a recession, are we not? And I focus too much on that, I can start to get into a fear state and then just go down the rabbit hole, right? There I go in YouTube shorts, there I go into longs, and just there I am. I'm consumed in that world. In the meantime, I could be working on a YouTube video. In the meantime, I could be sending an email to a client, right? A coaching client, and helping them. I could be doing a lot of other things. Hell, I could be doing yoga. I could be doing something more beneficial. The mainstream mindset, and it's a mindset that I grew up in, that I think most of us grew up in, is that we're controlled by what goes on in the system outside of us. Whether that's the government, monetary system, health system, and the recession in this case. Well, that's a problem. And even though that stuff is going on outside, if we let that affect our emotions and our state of mind, we're going to be controlled by it, because that's the only way real control happens, right? It just takes our own personal power away. So we have to reduce the negativity. And look, I coach this stuff. I help people change their lives and change fast. But all of us, or none of us, are immune to it, right? I have to control what I consume and what I don't, because I can be affected by outside stimuli as well. So as much as I can control that, I will. And we're fortunate to be able to do it, as long as we don't get sucked into the social dilemma algorithm, right? If you ever saw that documentary. So that's the first thing. So really be mindful of what you're clicking on. And the thing I love about, say, YouTube, what I've learned about it, is you can very quickly reprogram the algorithm by clicking on different stuff or removing stuff from your feed. It's very responsive like that. It's a little different, I think, with Facebook and Insta that can pop up things, or TikTok will throw up random stuff. But that's the good news about something like YouTube. And of course, go and click on and binge watch all my videos. You want only my videos to show up in your algo. Just kidding. But you know what I mean? Positive stuff, stuff that keeps you on track, stuff that keeps you productive. That's the key here. And now the next thing I want to cover as an extension of that is really be mindful of the conversations you're having with people, or how you're letting those affect you and how you're participating in them. So if you have a friend or a family member, or maybe you're out at a bar and you want to blow off some steam and somebody starts talking about this damn recession and, I can't wait till it's over, it's going to be bad. You really don't want to engage in that conversation and chime in and kind of be on that side of thinking. What I suggest you do is, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. And then as quickly as you can, try to remove yourself from the situation, because you don't want to get caught up in that. And if you can't, then you move somewhere else in the room. If you're like at a dinner party or a family party, you go to the bathroom, something to break it up. You can also switch the thread of conversation. That's interesting. Yeah. Did you hear about, what happened, what Elon Musk is doing now? Right. You just direct it away. When I work with people in social skills and social anxiety and confidence, there's something called threading, and it's where you can control the conversation and redirect it when you know what you're doing. And I just gave you a technique there. It's called redirecting the thread, basically. So you want to eliminate those conversations as much as possible, because those are just going to get into your head and affect you emotionally. And before you know it, you're in that depressed recession mood. And we don't want that. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, please smash the like button. Feel free to share it out. And of course, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Cover personal development, business, spirituality, psychology, social influence, all of it on this Coach David channel here. Love to have you if you're getting value out of this. And always drop a comment below. Always welcome to contribute to the conversation, and I will get back to you. And so for the next thing I want to talk about, this is probably the most powerful one of all. This can be the toughest, and you've really got to get on board with how we do things around here. But it's really how success happens, truly. And I've been studying this for years and had my own ups and downs, even being a coach around confidence and success and things of the like. And it's to come from a belief system that you create your own economy, that you are an island amidst a sea of the recession, or a ship possibly, that can maneuver, that can do things, that can add and bring value. And I think I first heard this from a guy named Frederick Lehrman. He has a program called Prosperity Consciousness. It's all about money, how to deal with money and manage it, how to earn it, right? But the mindset of it. And so basically in these audio tapes, which I got in the form of MP3s finally, but I think it was originally on tapes. It's kind of a scratchy recording. Lehrman has this affirmation, which goes something basically like, my career or my business or businesses bring me streams of income to feed my own economy, my economy, not an economy out there, but in here. And I just did a little search here. 10 unicorns founded during recessions. Well, Microsoft in 75, Electronic Arts, the gaming company, 82, iRobot, the vacuum cleaner, 90, Airbnb, Slack, WhatsApp, Instagram, Pinterest, all during the last Great Recession or the Great Recession. And there are more companies, I'm sure, as well. And you don't have to be some startup. You can be a one-person business like me, or a small business, and be able to find ways to bring value and add value. But that's only going to happen if you have the mindset of, I create my own economy. You have that belief system, that paradigm. Bob Proctor, who is a phenomenal success coach, somebody from the movie The Secret. I thought Bob Proctor was kind of a hoax or a scam artist. Turns out that he's not, that he really knows what he's doing. And he's been teaching the law of attraction since the 1970s or 80s, before it was even a thing. Laws of success, basically. And he's been known to say, I found a quote from a recent podcast, that you can literally create your own economy. When one door closes, another door opens. You're the one who gets to decide what's on the other side of that door. And this is what we're talking about. A door closing on the economy thriving, and then a door opening up to a darker economy, quote unquote, but one filled with opportunities that others are going to shy away from. Which brings me to my next point. If you step up as a leader, bring value, bring ideas, execute on things, help people, you could be the next success story of your own. Whether you're a small one-person business like me, whether you're going to hit a startup, create a unicorn, who knows what's possible that you can do. But you've got to come from that leadership mindset. I'm going to be here creating content, helping people, coaching people to create the success they want in their business, professional, personal lives, for sure. I'm in this for the long haul. This is what I care about. This is what I love to do. And I know I can bring value, and I'm going to bring a lot of value to people during the recession, because people are going to be struggling and have challenges. And there are going to be some people that need mindset coaching, even if they are successful in one of these people that are in a leadership role, right? That they're trying to create value or create a new startup or new product or a new service or whatever it is. And you can do the same. You don't have to do it through coaching. You can do it through many, many means. And not only that, once we come out of the other side of this recession, you're going to be one of the leaders because you stayed and people saw that. People saw that you showed up and you did your thing. And whether you're a content creator or not, which I definitely recommend, you start a personal brand, you create your own content, no matter what, you should, okay? And if you do that, even if you did it on the side for free while you worked your job, but started to build a personal brand, people are going to remember that you were there showing up, trying to bring value. And it's likely you could monetize it far sooner, even as a side hustle. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. I'm getting excited thinking about it. I'm upping my level of vibe and programming right now, even though I already have this programming, right? By giving it to you. And by the way, click below to join my email community. I haven't decided if I'll throw a training there yet or not. I've got different trainings. Pretty soon I'm going to have kind of a master training that I think people are going to really like. It's going to help whether somebody's in recession or in a thriving place to really help people create a vision that they want of their life and execute on it. But I don't have that yet. So check the links below. There's playlists. Certainly there'll be a way to join my email community if you want to stay in conversation with content like this. And always drop a comment, of course. I love to interact with you guys. And remember that in no way, shape, or form am I saying that things are going to be challenging, because they are. But that's okay. Not only can you thrive, but you'll learn, you'll grow, and build skills that other people will be sleeping on. And believe me, I've had parts of my life where I slept on developing skills because I got off track, right? I crashed down, I crashed and burned. It's a video for another day. I need to tell that story to help you guys. But overcoming our challenges as human beings is where we can perform at our best and where we grow. Growing is so important in my estimation in this life. And look, if you are going through some challenges, business-wise, professionally, personally, and you're feeling stuck, maybe even stuck around this topic, and you need some help and or really want to accelerate things and break through, you can submit an application for coaching, and we can discuss if or how I can help you out and talk about the details of what that would look like for me to help you really execute and develop a vision, quite frankly, a powerful one that you can execute on and succeed through this recession and beyond, or wherever you're at in life. So thanks so much for checking out this video. I hope to see you back here. Like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber and want more of this. And until next video, we're complete. See ya.